How often should older women bathe after 70? 8 shocking facts you need to know. The way we approach our daily bathing ritual, often ingrained from childhood, holds more profound implications than many realize, especially for women navigating the unique physiological shifts that accompany life after 70. What if the very routine you rely upon for cleanliness could inadvertently be undermining your skin's vitality, compromising your overall health, and subtly influencing your longevity? For many in their golden years, habits formed in youth, from frequency to water temperature and product choice, may now work against them, accelerating skin aging, elevating infection risks, and introducing unforeseen dangers. Life's decades bring changes, and our self-care must evolve to meet new demands. Ignoring these adaptations can lead to issues, from chronic dryness and increased susceptibility to ailments to cardiovascular stresses and safety hazards. It's a compelling realization. A simple daily act often overlooks a deeper connection to our well-being. This exploration will unveil 8 crucial aspects of bathing after 70 that demand your attention, insights that can transform your personal care, ensuring your golden years are lived with health, comfort, and vibrancy. Your commitment to these principles will empower you to make informed choices that nurture your body and safeguard your health. If you find this information valuable, please like this video, as it helps extend these essential lessons to others. Also consider subscribing and activating the notification bell to stay connected to supportive and informative content. One of the most surprising truths for many women over 70 concerns the frequency of bathing and its direct impact on skin aging. Our society often champions daily washing as the pinnacle of hygiene. Yet this deeply ingrained habit, when continued into later life, can inadvertently accelerate the very aging processes we often strive to mitigate. The delicate ecosystem of mature skin undergoes profound transformations, making it significantly more vulnerable than its younger counterpart. With age, the skin thins, losing much of the subcutaneous fat and collagen that provided its youthful plumpness and resilience. It also becomes noticeably drier, a direct consequence of the body's natural oil production slowing to a mere trickle. These vital natural oils, collectively known as sebum, once formed a robust protective shield, adept at locking in moisture and maintaining the skin's soft, smooth, and supple texture. However, as women pass the 70-year threshold, this inherent shield weakens dramatically, leaving the skin increasingly exposed and susceptible to external stressors. Consider the contrast between youthful skin and skin in its golden years. Imagine youthful skin as a fresh, dewy rose petal, plump with moisture, vibrant and resilient, capable of withstanding daily cleansing without undue distress. Back then, a daily bath or shower might have felt perfectly fine. However, with time, that metaphorical rose petal evolves, becoming akin to delicate tissue paper or fine silk. Still beautiful, perhaps, but exquisitely fragile, prone to damage if handled without extreme gentleness. Would you ever consider taking a coarse scrubbing brush to a silk scarf or drenching it in scalding hot water? Yet many of us, out of habit, subject our aging skin to precisely this kind of harsh treatment, adhering to aggressive bathing routines from our 30s or 40s. Each time we lather up with conventional soaps and use hot water, we aren't just rinsing dirt. We're critically stripping away remnants of that protective layer. This action further depletes the skin's already diminished moisture reserves, breaking down its fragile barrier and leaving it tight, parched, and more susceptible to premature wrinkling and irritation. The common misconception that daily bathing is synonymous with superior hygiene needs re-evaluation in this context. Dermatological experts offer a different perspective. For most women over 70, a full-body bath or shower is truly necessary only 2 to 3 times a week. This adjustment is rooted in a deep understanding of mature skin's needs. On intervening days, freshness is achieved through targeted washing of essential areas, underarms, feet, and private zones. This approach keeps you clean and comfortable without unduly stressing your skin barrier. Furthermore, how you bathe holds as much importance as how often. Many of us are drawn to strongly scented, luxuriously foaming soaps and extended, steamy showers. However, these habits can prove detrimental to aging skin. Harsh soaps, especially those with chemicals or perfumes, strip away moisture and natural oils, leaving skin taut. Similarly, excessively hot water acts like a powerful solvent, depleting the skin's inherent lipids and oils at an accelerated rate. The healthier alternative involves a conscious shift towards gentler practices. Dermatologists advocate for mild, fragrance-free cleansers, preferably creamy, hydrating formulas designed to clean without stripping. Regarding water temperature, the ideal is lukewarm, a comfortable warmth that doesn't cause flushing, steering clear of piping hot temperatures. Shower duration should be curtailed, aiming for brief sessions of 5 to 10 minutes maximum, rather than extended soaks. This conscious adaptation of bathing habits is a vital act of self-preservation for your skin. Your skin relies on your awareness and willingness to protect it as it transitions through life, maintaining its health, resilience, and comfort. Beyond the aesthetic concerns of accelerated skin aging, there's another, perhaps more critical, consequence of excessive bathing: an increased susceptibility to infections. This might seem counterintuitive, challenging the belief that thorough washing is our primary defense against germs. However, the intricate reality of our skin's protective mechanisms reveals a more nuanced truth. Your skin is far from a passive covering. It functions as a sophisticated, living fortress, acting as the body's vigilant first line of defense against an onslaught of microscopic invaders, including bacteria, fungi, and other pathogens. The remarkable effectiveness of this defense system is primarily attributed to 2 interdependent components: your skin's natural oils and its dynamic microbiome. Your skin is enveloped in a delicate yet resilient film of natural oils, the very sebum we discussed earlier. This oily layer operates much like a sealant, adeptly blocking the entry of harmful microorganisms while simultaneously sealing in vital moisture. However, the oils don't work in isolation. Your skin is also home to trillions of microorganisms, including beneficial bacteria, which collectively form the skin microbiome. Imagine these microscopic allies as your body's dedicated security team. They occupy every available niche, effectively crowding out and outcompeting potentially harmful disease-causing bacteria and fungi. This symbiotic relationship between your natural oils and your microbiome creates a robust, dynamic, and extraordinarily effective protective shield that is fundamental to your overall health and immunity. This is precisely where the perils of overbathing become apparent. Each time you engage in rigorous scrubbing with conventional soaps, particularly those formulated with harsh chemicals, or indulge in prolonged exposure to hot shower water, you are inadvertently dismantling this sophisticated shield. You're not merely cleansing, you're actively stripping away essential natural oils and eradicating beneficial bacteria that constitute your protective microbiome. This leaves your skin exposed, vulnerable, and significantly less capable of defending itself. For women over 70 whose skin already produces considerably less oil and whose cellular recovery processes are naturally slower, this damaging effect is profoundly amplified. Overbathing transcends simple dryness. It actively compromises the integrity of your skin barrier, effectively rolling out the welcome mat for a myriad of infections. The types of problems that can arise from this compromised defense system are varied. Firstly, consider fungal infections. When the skin's protective barrier is weakened, fungi such as Candida, the culprit behind athlete's foot, yeast infections, or persistent rashes, find an ideal environment to take hold and flourish, particularly in warm, moist areas. Secondly, conditions like eczema and dermatitis can be severely exacerbated. Overwashing leaves the skin raw, cracked, and inflamed, transforming minor irritations into intensely painful, itchy patches that become stubbornly resistant to healing. Most concerning are bacterial infections. Without its robust natural defenses, your skin becomes an easy entry point for opportunistic bacteria. These pathogens can exploit even minuscule cuts, leading to infections ranging from superficial sores and boils to more serious conditions like cellulitis, a deeper infection that can spread rapidly and necessitate immediate medical attention. A common yet misguided response is to reach for antibacterial soaps. While they eliminate some harmful bacteria, their broad-spectrum action indiscriminately obliterates beneficial bacteria. This disruption throws your skin's ecosystem into disarray, leaving it more vulnerable to virulent pathogens. Furthermore, concerns exist regarding long-term use of ingredients like triclosan, which might contribute to antibiotic resistance. Therefore, the next time the urge to hop into the shower arises, pause and consider this. Your skin isn't necessarily clamoring for another scrub. More often, it is pleading for a reprieve. By consciously reducing the frequency of overbathing and actively preserving your skin's natural oils and robust microbiome, you are not merely staving off dryness, you are profoundly empowering your body's inherent capacity to protect itself. Less, in fact, is often significantly more when it comes to safeguarding your health and well-being. For many, the allure of a long, steaming hot shower is almost irresistible, a cherished ritual of comfort. This personal preference often persists throughout life. However, a sobering reality emerges once you cross the age threshold of 70. That beloved, soothing ritual can subtly yet perilously transform from a benign escape into a significant hidden danger. At this stage, it ceases to be personal preference and becomes a critical concern for safety. Understanding the physiological mechanisms at play is crucial. The core of the problem lies in the body's immediate response to being immersed in scalding hot water. When you step under intense heat, your blood vessels, particularly those close to the skin's surface, react by rapidly and significantly dilating, widening to dissipate excess heat. However, when these vessels expand so dramatically, your overall blood pressure experiences a sudden and often precipitous drop. For younger individuals with robust cardiovascular systems, this dip might be a minor inconvenience. Their bodies adjust quickly. But as we age, our physiological systems lose resilience. Consequently, for a woman over 70, a sudden drop in blood pressure can rapidly escalate from a trivial sensation to a dangerous cascade of risks, particularly within the inherently hazardous environment of a bathroom. The repercussions of plummeting blood pressure are grave. You might experience an overwhelming wave of dizziness or a sensation of lightheadedness that makes the room appear to tilt. In severe instances, this can culminate in fainting, a complete loss of consciousness and control, causing the body to collapse abruptly. Now superimpose this scenario onto the treacherous landscape of a typical bathroom. A slick, wet surface, unforgiving hard tiles, and sharp edges. If you lose your balance even for a fleeting second, the consequences can be catastrophic. Over 80% of falls among seniors occur in the bathroom. This is no coincidence. Rather, it's a tragic confluence of factors: slippery floors, disorienting steam, and that sudden dizzy spell, creating a perfect storm. The implications of a fall after 70 are profoundly different from those experienced earlier. A tumble is rarely just a bruised ego. The stakes are considerably higher. A fall can result in a broken hip, an injury that almost invariably necessitates complex surgery, followed by months of arduous rehabilitation. Such an injury frequently leads to a permanent reduction in mobility, a loss of independence, and sometimes, regrettably, a premature entry into long-term care. Even more dire is the risk of a head injury. Striking the edge of a sink or the hard floor can lead to concussions, brain bleeds, or other life-threatening traumatic brain injuries, especially given that our skulls and brains become more fragile with advancing age. One misstep in a hot shower has the potential to irrevocably rewrite your entire future. Given these serious risks, if you crave that intensely hot rinse or care for a senior who does, it is imperative to adapt this ritual to ensure absolute safety without sacrificing comfort. The primary adjustment is to significantly dial back the heat. Aim for water that is comfortably warm, not scalding hot. The temperature should feel pleasant but should never leave your skin flushed or irritated. If you emerge looking like a lobster, it's a sign the water is too hot. Next, prioritize transforming your bathroom into a fortress of stability. Install sturdy grab bars near the shower entrance, inside and adjacent to the toilet. These provide crucial support if you feel the slightest wobble. Seriously consider a shower stool or chair. Sitting down transforms bathing from a balancing act into a secure, stress-free experience, dramatically reducing fall risk. A final critical tip: if at any point during your shower or bath you feel lightheaded, dizzy, or weak, do not attempt to push through. Immediately lower yourself to the floor or onto the shower stool, take slow, deep breaths, and if you do not recover quickly, call for help without hesitation. Your personal safety is unequivocally not worth the risk. It's a common observation that many women meticulously invest considerable time and effort into caring for their faces. This typically involves a dedicated regimen of moisturizing, applying serums, and perhaps indulging in luxurious eye creams. This facial routine is often a perfected, deeply ingrained act of self-love, rarely skipped. However, when was the last time your feet received a comparable level of devotion? We're not speaking merely of a hurried scrub during a shower or the occasional pedicure. The focus here is on consistent, diligent, day in and day out attention to these foundational parts of your body. As we gracefully age, these often overlooked feet transition from being mere appendages to becoming a critically important barometer of our overall health, and their neglect can initiate a cascade of surprisingly serious troubles, the ramifications of which extend far beyond simple discomfort. The increasing importance of foot care in later life is underscored by several key physiological changes. As the years accumulate, the efficiency of circulation in our extremities, most notably in the feet, begins to slow down. Reduced circulation means minor cuts, scrapes, or irritations on the feet take significantly longer to heal. This sluggish healing process, coupled with reduced sensation in the feet, neuropathy, transforms your feet into a prime target for problems if they are not washed and meticulously dried with consistent care. Bacteria and fungi find ideal conditions to establish thriving colonies in the warm, often damp nooks between your toes. Poor foot hygiene doesn't just lead to odor, it invites infections that can spiral out of control, leading to significant health complications. Among the biggest culprits are fungal infections, most notably athlete's foot. These persistent infections thrive on feet that are continuously moist and receive inadequate attention. If you don't meticulously dry your feet after showers or perspiration, trapped moisture creates a breeding ground for these fungi. Initially, you might notice persistent itching, localized redness, or uncomfortable peeling skin. For seniors, especially those managing diabetes or compromised immune systems, persistently damp feet can lead to far more severe outcomes, including the development of ulcers. These are painful, slow-healing, open sores that frequently necessitate intensive medical intervention. Furthermore, the condition of your toenails demands vigilance. If they are not regularly and correctly trimmed, always cut straight across, never too short, they can become ingrown. An ingrown toenail creates another direct entry point for bacteria, leading to localized pain, swelling, and potentially serious infections. Suddenly, those feet you barely registered become a significant health hazard, demanding proactive and consistent care. Therefore, even if your broader bathing routine involves showering only a few times a week, your feet require consistent, daily tender loving care, TLC, to remain healthy and strong. Begin each day with a simple yet effective wash. On days when you forego a full shower, a dedicated foot bath or quick wash in the tub is sufficient. Use a mild soap and warm, never hot water, gently scrubbing away dirt and sweat. The subsequent drying process is paramount. Do not merely swipe a towel over your feet. Instead, pat them thoroughly dry, taking extra care to meticulously wick away every single drop of moisture from between your toes. This interdigital space is a favored sanctuary for fungal growth. Following thorough drying, apply a rich, hydrating moisturizer to the tops and soles of your feet to prevent cracked, dry skin. Cracked heels are not only painful, but also create fissures for bacteria to enter. However, a crucial caveat: avoid applying lotion between your toes, as this can inadvertently trap moisture and further fuel fungal proliferation. Finally, cultivating an awareness of your feet's condition is vital. If you experience persistent aching, unexplained swelling, or unusual tingling sensations, do not dismiss them as merely signs of aging. These could be critical red flags indicating underlying issues such as poor circulation or nerve damage, both of which become increasingly prevalent as we age. A prompt consultation with a doctor or podiatrist can facilitate early diagnosis and intervention, potentially averting more serious complications. By integrating this deliberate and attentive foot care into your daily routine, you are not merely fending off infections. You are actively ensuring that your feet retain the strength, comfort, and vitality necessary to carry you through life with confidence and independence for many more years to come. Let's candidly delve into a subject that, while often considered sensitive, is essential for women over 70 to understand: the proper care of your intimate areas. This is a fundamental cornerstone of enduring comfort, health, and overall well-being as you navigate the unique physiological transitions that accompany the aging process. Despite its importance, many individuals shy away from discussing this topic, yet neglecting this aspect of self-care can precipitate a range of serious consequences. The truth is, your private areas undergo profound transformations after 70, and if you continue to rely on the identical cleaning methods you used decades ago, you could unknowingly be severely disrupting your body's delicate biological equilibrium. This misstep can lead to chronic discomfort, recurring infections, or severe irritation that shadows daily life, making simple tasks unbearable. So let's examine the specific physiological changes that occur in your intimate areas as the years progress. Firstly, a significant reduction in natural lubrication is a primary change. Following menopause, estrogen levels experience a dramatic and sustained decline. This hormonal shift causes the delicate vaginal tissues to thin out, become considerably drier, and far more sensitive and fragile. What might have been a minor inconvenience in younger life, like using a slightly abrasive soap, can now provoke persistent stinging, noticeable redness, or a burning sensation that can linger, causing significant distress. Secondly, the intricately balanced pH of your vaginal environment undergoes a crucial alteration. Throughout your reproductive years, this area maintains a naturally acidic pH, typically between 3.8 and 4.5, which acts as a security system fending off harmful bacteria and yeast. But as you age, this protective acidity gradually diminishes, shifting closer towards a more neutral pH. This subtle change renders the vaginal environment more susceptible to various infections, conditions such as bacterial vaginosis or candidiasis become considerably easier to contract and more challenging to resolve, particularly if your hygiene routine is not adapted. Finally, the very skin and underlying tissues themselves transform. The tissues in your intimate area lose collagen and elastin, becoming discernibly thinner, more fragile, and notably less resilient. Consequently, harsh soaps, rough washcloths, or an overly zealous scrubbing technique can inadvertently create microscopic tears or abrasions in this delicate skin. These tiny breaches then serve as open gateways for itching, persistent soreness, and, crucially, for secondary infections to take hold. Now, let's address some common mistakes. If you are still habitually reaching for a strong, perfumed antibacterial soap, a floral-scented body wash, or routinely using a douche, you are not merely cleaning. You are waging an unwitting war on your body's vital natural defenses. These products obliterate beneficial bacteria, such as lactobacilli, that live in harmony within your vaginal ecosystem, diligently working to keep harmful microbes in check. When these good bacteria are stripped away, you are essentially rolling out the red carpet for various troublemakers that thrive in a disrupted environment. Douching in particular is an outdated and potentially harmful practice. It violently blasts away beneficial flora, can alter the delicate pH balance, and can even inadvertently push harmful bacteria deeper into your reproductive tract, dramatically increasing infection risk. So what constitutes the correct, gentle, and effective approach? The internal vagina is a self-cleaning marvel. Its natural secretions and healthy bacterial flora manage its internal cleansing, rendering internal intervention unnecessary. For the external vulvar area, simplicity reigns supreme. Warm water alone is often entirely sufficient. If you feel the need for a cleanser, choose a mild, completely fragrance-free option, explicitly formulated for sensitive skin. Look for hypoallergenic formulas. Dispense with abrasive loofahs or scratchy washcloths. Your clean hands are the gentlest tools for the job. After bathing, resist the urge to vigorously rub the area dry with a towel. Friction is your enemy. Instead, gently pat the area with a soft, clean cloth to absorb moisture without aggravating the skin. Here's a counterintuitive twist. Washing too frequently or too aggressively can, ironically, amplify odor rather than banish it. Overwashing disrupts the microbial harmony, systematically eliminating the beneficial bacteria that are crucial for keeping odor-causing culprits at bay. When these bad actors are given free rein, you are caught in a vicious cycle, washing more intensely to resolve a problem that your excessive washing inadvertently created. If you have ever experienced stepping out of the shower feeling anything but fresh, or have noticed persistent itching or discomfort, it serves as an indicator that your routine needs reevaluation. The golden rule for this sensitive area is less is more. A gentle, minimal, and informed approach is the most effective way to keep your intimate areas healthy, comfortable, and naturally balanced, allowing your body to perform its expertly designed self-maintenance without unnecessary interference or harm. Imagine a scenario. You've completed your bathing ritual, conscientiously applied your favorite moisturizer, and yet your skin still conveys a persistent sensation of tightness, itchiness, or an unwelcome scaly texture, as if it's silently crying out for relief. Or perhaps your once vibrant hair now presents as limp, brittle, or perpetually dull, seemingly unaffected by even the most generous applications of conditioner. Before you succumb to frustration and hastily discard your products, consider an often overlooked culprit: the very water that flows from your tap. Hard water, characterized by high concentrations of dissolved minerals like calcium and magnesium, might be silently undermining your efforts to maintain healthy skin and hair. Most people rarely give a second thought to their bathing water quality. However, for women over 70 whose skin and hair are already inherently more vulnerable, hard water can act as a significant downside, impacting their well-being in all the wrong ways. Let's unpack how hard water impacts your health. When you shower or bathe, those dissolved minerals don't simply rinse away. Instead, they leave behind a subtle yet stubborn residue, a thin film that coats your skin. This mineral film acts as an obstructive barrier, preventing soaps and cleansers from fully dissolving and, crucially, rinsing cleanly off your skin. Consequently, you are left with soap scum on your body, a chalky, sticky layer that clogs your pores, saps moisture, and leaves your skin feeling rough, dry, and perpetually irritated. For anyone prone to sensitive skin conditions such as eczema, dermatitis, or psoriasis, this hard water residue becomes a recipe for disaster. The mineral buildup exacerbates existing inflammation, intensifies itching, and ignites flare-ups that are not only more frequent but also more severe and harder to soothe. Studies suggest that the detrimental effects of hard water tend to compound over time, making it an especially critical concern for aging skin, which already struggles with retaining vital moisture and elasticity. But the damage inflicted by hard water extends beyond your skin. It targets your hair as well. As you wash your hair, these same dissolved minerals deposit themselves onto your scalp and hair strands. This mineral buildup weighs the hair down, making it appear flat and lifeless, while simultaneously stripping away the natural oils that are essential for keeping hair soft and shiny. Over months or years, this relentless mineral accumulation can render hair brittle, making it more susceptible to breakage, and for many older women grappling with age-related hair thinning, it can accelerate the process, delivering a significant blow to their confidence. The good news is that you don't have to resign yourself to hard water's tyranny. There are practical steps to fight back. Begin by investing in a high-quality shower filter. This is a budget-friendly and easily installable device that screws onto your existing shower head. Its primary function is to trap and neutralize those pesky minerals before they even have a chance to come into contact with your skin and hair. These filters can profoundly transform your entire bathing experience, leading to noticeably softer skin, significantly less irritation, and hair that feels lighter and more manageable. Next, rethink your choice of cleanser. Traditional bar soaps react with minerals in hard water to form more soap scum, amplifying the problem. Instead, consciously opt for a gentle, pH-balanced, and sulfate-free body wash or a moisturizing, creamy cleanser. These products are designed to rinse cleanly and effectively, even in challenging hard water conditions. Timing also plays a crucial role. After bathing, resist the temptation to allow your skin to air dry, as this simply gives that mineral residue time to settle. Instead, within 3 minutes of stepping out of the shower or bath, generously apply a rich moisturizer while your skin is still damp. This critical step locks in hydration and simultaneously creates a protective barrier against the drying and irritating effects of hard water. As a bonus tip for your hair, if it has suffered damage or dullness from hard water, consider incorporating a weekly clarifying shampoo to gently yet effectively remove mineral buildup. Follow this treatment with a deep conditioner to restore lost softness and shine. While you may not control your city's municipal water supply, by implementing these thoughtful tweaks to your bathing routine, you can create a robust shield, effectively protecting your delicate skin and hair from the harsh reality of hard water, allowing both to flourish. For countless individuals, particularly as the years advance, the elusive promise of a truly restful night's sleep often becomes a frustrating and unwelcome companion. Whether it manifests as difficulty falling asleep, frequent awakenings, or waking up feeling unrefreshed, sleep disturbances can profoundly impact daily life. In this context, a remarkably gentle, time-tested, and scientifically validated remedy could transform your evenings: a warm bath taken thoughtfully before bedtime. This isn't merely about indulging in self-pampering. It represents a scientifically backed strategy designed to profoundly assist both your body and your mind in winding down for deeper, more restorative sleep. Now, a natural pause might occur as you recall earlier cautions regarding hot water. Indeed, steaming hot showers or excessively hot baths can pose significant risks, especially for older adults, by elevating heart rate or inducing dizzy spells, as previously discussed. However, a warm bath, meticulously kept at a comfortable, lukewarm temperature, is an entirely different entity. It represents a safe, profoundly soothing ritual that ingeniously taps into your body's innate physiological rhythms to gently ease you into a state conducive to tranquil slumber. The science underpinning this sleep-enhancing trick is both fascinating and remarkably effective. Your core body temperature naturally undergoes subtle fluctuations, experiencing a slight yet significant drop in the late evening hours. This temperature decline serves as a critical biological cue, signaling to your brain that it is time to prepare for sleep. When you immerse yourself in warm water, ideally around 98 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, your core temperature will naturally rise slightly. Then, as you gracefully step out of the bath and begin drying off, your body temperature experiences a rapid cooling, a physiological response that precisely mimics and effectively amplifies that natural evening dip. This swift cool-down effectively signals to your brain to initiate the release of melatonin, the sleep hormone, which plays a pivotal role in regulating your sleep-wake cycle. The result? You're likely to drift off to sleep more rapidly and experience notably deeper and more sound sleep. Beyond its manipulation of core body temperature, a warm bath bestows numerous additional benefits that contribute to enhanced sleep quality, addressing both physical and mental barriers. Physically, the gentle warmth profoundly relaxes tense muscles and eases the discomfort of stiff joints, a common barrier to achieving a comfortable position in bed. Mentally, the soothing immersion acts as a powerful antidote to stress and anxiety, which frequently plague older individuals and are notorious saboteurs of peaceful sleep. The warm water actively triggers your parasympathetic nervous system, reducing cortisol levels and cultivating a profound sense of calm that gracefully carries you into the night. To truly maximize this ritual, precision matters. Take your bath approximately 1 to 2 hours before your planned bedtime. If the bath is taken too close to bedtime, your body might not have sufficient time to undergo the critical cooling down phase. Conversely, if taken too early, the beneficial effects might dissipate. To further elevate the experience, consider adding a few drops of therapeutic lavender essential oil to the bath water. The aroma of lavender has been shown to slow heart rate, relax muscles, and quiet the mind, amplifying the bath's calming power. Crucially, always maintain the water temperature at a comfortable, lukewarm level, never scalding hot. You should emerge feeling cozily relaxed, not overheated or flushed. Water that is too hot can paradoxically energize you. Finally, pair this comforting bath with a consistent, soothing bedtime routine, dimming the lights, engaging in a light, calming activity like reading, and avoiding stimulating screens. By incorporating these steps, you create a holistic recipe for nights that leave you truly refreshed rather than feeling perpetually frazzled. If troubled sleep has become an unwelcome norm, this simple, low-cost tweak could very well be the key to unlocking the consistently restful sleep you deserve. Here lies a sobering truth, one that might catch you by surprise. The manner in which you bathe extends far beyond mere personal cleanliness. It possesses the capacity to significantly impact the health of your cardiovascular system, especially once you've reached the age of 70. This connection is often overlooked. However, for women, particularly those living with high blood pressure, heart disease, or compromised circulation, bathing habits can either provide crucial support or, conversely, impose undue strain on their delicate cardiovascular systems. The natural process of aging diminishes the heart's resilience. Consequently, seemingly innocuous choices, such as water temperature or bath duration, can subtly yet powerfully tip the scales. Understanding this vital connection is not merely academic. It could represent the critical difference between enjoying a relaxing soak and exposing yourself to a risky experience. Let us explore these risks in greater detail. Sudden and extreme fluctuations in water temperature constitute a primary concern. Consider stepping into a bath where the water is excessively hot, perhaps exceeding 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Your body's immediate response is to trigger rapid and extensive dilation of your blood vessels as it attempts to dissipate heat. While this is a natural cooling mechanism, its direct consequence is a sudden and often precipitous drop in your overall blood pressure. This sharp decline can leave you feeling acutely dizzy, disoriented, or at a significant risk of fainting. A dangerous scenario if you are bathing alone or are already unsteady on your feet. Conversely, ending a shower with a bracing cold rinse also poses risks. Such exposure to icy water causes your blood vessels to constrict rapidly. This sudden constriction spikes your blood pressure and forces your heart to work harder, pumping against increased resistance. For a young, healthy heart, these shifts might be a minor blip. However, for an aging heart, these sudden demands are profound stressors. They can potentially trigger symptoms such as chest pain, heart palpitations, or in more vulnerable individuals, even precipitate more serious cardiac events. Beyond temperature, the duration of your immersion in hot water also presents a significant danger. Lingering for extended periods, say 20, 30, or even 40 minutes in hot bath water might initially feel luxurious. However, this prolonged exposure continues vasodilation, which in turn further reduces the efficiency of blood flow and critically oxygen delivery to your brain and heart. The result can manifest as lightheadedness, shortness of breath, or a foggy feeling signaling your cardiovascular system is under strain. This prolonged stress can be particularly perilous for individuals with underlying cardiac vulnerabilities. Protecting your heart while still enjoying the ritual of bathing demands a smarter, more mindful approach. Paramount among these adaptations is sticking to warm water, maintaining a temperature comfortably between 98 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. This prevents the physiological extremes, thereby helping to keep your blood pressure stable and avoiding unnecessary strain on your heart. Crucially, cap your bath or shower time at a maximum of 10 to 15 minutes. This duration is ample to achieve cleanliness and relaxation without overtaxing your cardiovascular system. When the time comes to exit, resist the urge to spring up quickly. Instead, rise slowly and deliberately. If available, firmly grip a sturdy grab bar or the edge of the tub, using it to stabilize yourself as your circulation gradually adjusts. For those utilizing a shower-bath combination, the use of a secure bath chair or shower stool is highly recommended to minimize fall risk. Most critically, cultivate an awareness of your body's signals. If at any point during your bath or shower you feel faint, unusually weak, excessively warm, or experience any shortness of breath, do not attempt to push through the discomfort. Immediately exit the water, sit down in a safe place, and rest. If symptoms do not rapidly improve or worsen, seek medical attention without delay. Your heart has faithfully served you for decades. A few thoughtful and mindful tweaks to your bathing routine can play a pivotal role in ensuring it continues to tick strong, healthy, and resiliently for many more years to come. Well, there you have it. We've just navigated 8 critical facts about bathing after 70 that likely reshape your understanding of a daily routine. From how overbathing can age your skin faster and the surprising risks of hot showers, to how a warm bath before bed can improve sleep and the profound impact on heart health. There's much to absorb, My hope is that these insights leave you feeling empowered to care for yourself in a newly informed way as you embrace your golden years. I'd love to know what resonated most with you. Perhaps it's cutting back on daily showers, giving your feet extra love, or switching to gentler cleansers. Whatever it is, please drop a comment below and share one thing you're excited to implement in your life. It's truly remarkable how small, conscious changes can yield significant differences. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to leave your comment, hit that like button, share this information with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to our channel for more practical advice for living your best life. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you back here for our next video. Until then, take good care of yourselves. You truly deserve it.